Hello and welcome. And today's word for living your best life is energy. My goodness, such a power word. How do you feel most days? Do you feel fully charged or constantly drained? Do you wake up ready to take on the world? Or do you struggle to get out of bed even? Or do you struggle to push through the day? Energy is the fuel that drives everything. Your health, your emotions, your ambitions. And without it, even the best plans and intentions will fall apart. High energy isn't about hyperactivity. It's about having the physical, mental, and emotional strength to engage fully in life. Energy is not just something we have, it's something we create. And understanding that empowerment piece around energy is really brilliant because for many of us, we tend to think that we are in certain energy spaces because that's just how it is. And when we realize that we can change the energy space we're in, that's a real moment of discovery. So I ask you today, where is your energy going? What kind of energy is your default energy? And what habits are fueling or draining you? And for that, I ask you also to think about people around you and to think about your thoughts. Now, studies have shown that negative thinking is actually draining on our energy system. And if nothing else entices you into getting better and more reflective about your mental dialogue, this one is, I think, really, really key. When I start to realize that by being negative, I'm gobbling up my own energy resources, that's a really big motivator to sort my mind out. Now, if we look across history at energy and action, one of the first people that comes to my mind is Nikola Tesla. He was one of the greatest inventors of all time, and he was obsessed with energy. Literally, he believed energy was the foundation of everything, including human potential. And his tireless work ethic and ability to generate ideas was fueled by his strict routines, including daily walks and limited distractions. Interesting that by restricting ourselves of the wrong thing, of course, we release space and energy for the right things, whatever that means to us. Tony Robbins, another great example of energy for anyone who's been to his UPW events. This man has uncrushable energy. It's astounding just to watch him. And his high energy presence is very, very addictive. For people who go to events, a few people will say it's too much and walk out. But for the thousands of people that are watching him and locking into his energy, they feel energized. And his morning routine, what he calls priming, is a really important part of that. It sets the tone for his massive success and for each day of his life. He shows that if you manage your energy, you can accomplish more than you ever thought possible. And some of his techniques will come from NLP, but some of his techniques also come from meditation and simple, very simple physical movements. Winston Churchill famously took naps every afternoon to maintain his energy for long working hours. And was it not Margaret Thatcher, who was famous for only sleeping a few hours a night, and she had a lot of energy? So we're all a bit different, and we need to tap into what we need ourselves, how much sleep we need, how much food we need or feel we need. But at the end of the day, learn to recognize what's draining you and set yourself free to have an energized, wonderful, meaningful life. One of the things that I've learned for myself is that when I lose energy, my mind starts to go in quite negative patterns and negative loops. And I often only recognize that I'm tired by the fact that I start thinking a certain way. I wonder if that applies to you too. So 3 areas that I'd like you to think about today about bringing energy into your life. And the first one is to master your mornings. How early could you comfortably get up? So powerful people often get up very, very early. They set the day up so that by 9 o'clock, they've already done the meditation, they've already done journaling, they've already done fitness, and they've had a great relaxing breakfast. And that by 9 o'clock or even earlier, they've already done oodles of things and then they start their day. But think about what would work for you. Number 2, protect your mental energy, please. All your energy. Avoid energy draining people, excessive social media, and negative self talk. All of these are proven to drain our energy banks. And number 3, move your body. It's not just about physical fitness, it really is about the mind, about recharging your energy, going out there, moving, celebrating that you have this body to move you through this lifetime. This is the home of your soul on this life journey. This is where we live. So let's move it. Let's appreciate it. And again, show gratitude for it. And we're going to end with a quote by Aristotle. The energy of the mind is the essence of life.